Guru Paradvandvam Bhakta Vrinda Samanvitam Shri Chaitanya Prabhu Vande Nityananda Sahoditam Shri Nandanandana Vande Shri Radhika Charanatram Govijana Samayuktam Vrindavana Manoharam Shri Gauranga Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Gadadhara Shivasi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare. So we're reading from Radha Ras Sudhanidhi, Karttika 2023, verse 113, on the subject matter of Sri Radharani and her Manjaris, and commentaries of Anantadas Babaji on this book Radha Ras Sudhanidhi by Prabhodananda Saraswatipad. Vichitravara Bhushan Uchala Dukula Satkanchuka Sakivir Atibhushita Tila Ganda Maler Api Swayam Sakala Kalasu Kushala Krita Na Kada Surasa Madarotsave Kimapi Veshyet Swamini. So translation. So the Manjari is praying here, Kada. She's asking, Kim means same as Kada, when. When will our Queen Radharani, who is adorned by her Sakhis with various excellent ornaments and a splendid two-piece dress, tilak, perfumes and garlands, and who is herself expert in all the arts, Sakala Kalasi Kusha. And when will she enter the indescribably sweet and beautiful festival of the Rasa dance? So basically it's a prayer in Siddha Sarup as a Manjari or a Sakhi, praying to see Radharani entrance into the Rasa festival. So we'll look at the word for word. So the Vichitravara Bhushan Ujjvala, her ornaments are very excellent and wonderful. Vichitra variegated, all kinds of diamond necklaces and pearl necklaces and rubies and sapphires and variegated Vichitravara Bhushan Ujjvala, they're all very effulgent and shining. And Dukula Satkanchuka means a dress on the bottom of a lady and dress on the top. And it's Kanchuke means choli, blouse. And she's been nicely decorated by her Sakhis, Sakhi Atibhushita. When you read the dressing of Radharani, you go into Lilamrita or other Astakaya, the Shastras, there's about 20 Sakhis that are involved with dressing Radharani. He really has a whole crew. One's painting the toenails, one's painting the feet, putting tilak on. That's unbelievable. Entrance and exit of different Sakhis running the service of Ati Vibhushita, very nicely bhusha and ornamentation by her Sakhis. I remember Indra Das from ISKCON used to tell people, that used to ask him, because he would dress Krishna and Mukunda would dress Radharani. So oftentimes Indra was very expert Shringarwala. So they would ask him, what is your meditation? What do you think when you're dressing? And he says, I meditate on how the Sakhis would dress Krishna. The Sakhis were dressing Krishna. How would Radharani dress Krishna? I pray to Radharani and the Sakhis to empower my mind and sense of balance and beauty and combination, and empower my hands to move so expertly and decorate Krishna so beautifully. So his prayers were answered because he was a very famous Shringar Wala in Vrindavan, many Goswamis from different temples, famous temples in Vrindavan, would come out to Ramareti, have darshan of Radha Sundar, and pay particular attention to how Krishna was dressed. Because many of the temples don't have Krishna deity, like Radha Vallabha, they have Vallabha, there's no Radharani there. I mean, there's some asa on the crown. Radharaman, there's not a formal murti of Radharani. So they were very interested to see how this Indra Das would dress Krishna. He was very talented, very artistic person. So this Sakhi says Ati Bhushana, very expert, talented, perfect dressing. And then the last thing after dressing is tilak. Tilak gandha malye, flower malas, perfume, sugandhi tela, gandha and tilak. The tilak is called Kamayantra tilak. It's described in Govinda Lilamrita. Radharani's tilak starts off with first a large red dot of kunkum, red kunkum, and it's surrounded by smaller dots of sandalwood, smaller little dots around the big circle. And below that circle is a bigger circle made of kasturi. So this acts as a yantra, it acts as a geometric design to hypnotize Krishna. It's a kama yantra, it excites and incites Krishna's desire for amorous love with Radharani. So Kasturi Manjari describes that tilak of Radharani as kama yantra. It's an arrangement of syllables and design which have a certain effect. There's different kinds of yantras. A design can be one yantra. Usually yantras are a square piece of copper with interlocking triangles in the center. It's in the middle of a lotus flower. Like Gopal mantra, the Gopal yantra, which accompanies the Gopal mantra, is also called yantra. So it's called Kama Yantra Tilak. So that's the kind of tilak that the gopis paint on Radharani's face every day, especially when she's going out for rasa dance. If she's going for Surya Puja, they'll paint a different tilak. But for rasa dance, it's going to be Kama Yantra, because it's not Puja of Surya Dev, it's Puja, Kandharpa Puja. It's called Kandharpa Yagya, sacrifice to Cupid. Radharani is a chief priest. She's a Mukhya Purohit. Krishna is a judge of one. So that's and it says there, Swam Sakala Kalasi. And Sakala Kala means Radharani is expert in all the arts. 64 arts are described in different books. You can see all different arts. Radharani is expert. And the unique quality of the expertise of Radharani is she didn't learn these arts from anyone else. They're swaprakat, they're self-manifested. She is the origin of all the arts, and she is a master of all the arts. She's called Kalavati Radharani. Krishna is called Kalanidhi and Radharani is called Kalavati. So Sakala Kalasi Kushala Krita. And so it's Sakala Kalasi Kushala Krita. Says, and she's all the arts and stuff like that. And so then the Kushala Krita is a Sakhi Manjari who's praying this verse for blessing, please Radharani, bless me when we bless me with the darshan of what you look like when you enter the rasa dance. Suras Mahotsave Kim Abhiveshite Veshayet Swamini. When Swamini Srimati Radharani, Rasheshri Radharani, enters the rasa dance, Rasa Mandal, then it becomes a Surasa Madharotsa. Without Radharani, there's no rasa dance. So you see in the Bhagavatam, Rasa Panchadhyaya, 10th canto, chapter 29, verse 10th canto, chapter 29 through 33, it describes Krishna greets all the Sakhis. They all arrive at the Rasa Mandal, Rasa Stali, and he starts having all kinds of dialogues with them and discouraging statements and go home, follow your dharma, why you came here, have some trouble in the village or some demons attacking, you came to get my help. All these kind of discouraging talks to pass the time. Basically, Krishna's stalling for time. Because he knows when he pans all the millions of gopis are there, the number one the gopi he's looking for is not there. So Krishna looks at Lita Sakhi, because Lita Sakhi is Krishna's main go-between Radharani and Krishna is Lita Sakhi. Vishaka is more on the other side, Radharani's side. So Krishna glanced at Lita like with his eyes and said, "What's that? Where's Rasheshri?" And Lita said, "She's coming, relax." With her eyes, she said, "She's just now coming." That's where the phrase started in India, just now coming. Lita started that phrase by describing when will Radharani, when will Rasotsav Vaishyat, when will she enter? Griya Pravesh, Rasa Pravesh, when will she enter? My Swamini, my mistress, my everything. Because until Radharani gets there, it's not Utsav, it's not sweet, and it's not Suras. It's not full of all kinds of rasas. So they say the binding link in the chain. In the chain, you have a bicycle chain or a chain on your bicycle. There's different links to make the chain. There's one called a connecting link. You take that out and the chain breaks in half. There's only one link that connects. So Gopi Krishna, Gopi Krishna, Gopi Krishna, Gopi Krishna. If that one Gopi is missing, there's no circle of rasa dance. That one Gopi who links the chain of all the lovers together is Radharani. So that's basically word for word. And I read the translation already. I'll read it again. When will our Queen Radha, Swami is translated as Queen, Kada, Kushla Krita Na Kada, when will she show me this indescribably, or darshan, as she's been dressed and ornamented, vibhushita, by her Sakhis with various excellent ornaments, and a splendid two-piece dress, Dukul and Kanshuka, and tilak and perfumes and flower malas, and herself is expert in all the arts. When will she enter the indescribably sweet, beautiful Rasa festival? So that's like, we're waiting for the main actress, the main hero in the drama, the main Mukhya Nayaka, Radharani. So it's a moment of anticipation, it's a moment of excitement, it's a moment of Utkantita Bhav. Everyone has Utkantita Bhav. Everyone's hearts are filled with eagerness and longing to see Radharani. There's so many stars in the sky, but everyone waits to see the full moon rise. Stars come out first to set the stage for the moon to rise. Different times of the moon, different times of the month, the moon rises at different times of the night. On full Purnima, the moon is usually rising here in Brajmala by 8:30 at night. So when the stars are already there. So all the stars in the Rasa universe are the Sakhis. Radharani is the Chandra, the full moon face of Radharani, waiting for Chandramukhi Radharani. So this Tika of Anatta, Srila Anatta Prabhuji Maharaj doesn't make any particular points. We'll draw some points from this discussion. But basically it's a lila. He describes this lila that's this verse is hinting at and introducing. This is the introduction to the Rasa dance. It's 11 o'clock at night. The full moon is rising in the sky. Suddenly, Shyam's enchanting flute song becomes audible, and the Rajas Sundaris become attracted and rush out of their houses to meet Shyamsundar. Shyam sings Radharani's name through the notes of his flute. Although he invites all the gopis for the Rasa dance, he especially calls Jai Sri Radhe, the queen of the Rasa dance. And Nadas quotes a verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Taha vina raslila nai bhayachite. Without Radharani, Krishna doesn't get any happiness from Rasalila. The ways of the flute song respectfully invite Raseshwari to attend this sweet and beautiful Rasa festival. Women normally dress and ornament themselves very nicely before they go to attend a festival. And the Sakhis have done the same with Swamini, seeing how eager Radharani is to meet Krishna. Although Srimati Radharani is already sufficiently decorated with the 20 Vavalankars, emotional ornaments, different ornaments and symptoms and decorations of Vav, Mahabhav, simply by thinking of the Rasa festival. So when Radharani thinks of the Rasa festival, so many ornaments of Vav appear in her body and mind. Still, the Sakhis want to dress and ornament her nicely on the outside also. So that's the main ornamentation. The main bhushan is the qualities, internal heart. There's a verse in 3rd canto of Bhagavatam Kapila Shiksha. Tatikshura Krunika Srida Sarvadenam. Where does it go? It says, Sarabhushnam. That's the last line. Tatikshura Krunika Srida Sarabhushnam. Sridhar Sarabhushanam. That is sadhu, one of the main qualities of a sadhu, a saintly person, saintly lady or gentleman. They're tolerant, titikshra, karunika. They're compassionate and merciful. Titikshra, karunika, sridhar sarvadena. And all dehas, all bodies of all jivas, they're very warmly, heartily friendly. Surida. They have great feelings of love for animals and birds and humans and everyone. This is a true saintly person. And this is their ornamentation. Sarava Sarabhushana. This is the ornamentation, this is the decoration of a sadhu. Not fancy silk kurta and all kinds of cufflinks and everything. That's also nice. Some sadhus dress up nicely. That's also good. But this is specifically, Kapil Muni is addressing the internal aspect of a person. Their heart, their mind, their guna, their lakshan, their qualities. So Radharani is, no one can dress better than Radharani inside. No one can be more beautiful, more attractive, and more amazingly, indescribably, apurva Saundarya, unprecedented transcendental beauty than the heart of Radharani. So obviously the Sakhis in a meager attempt are going to try to make her external divine form match the internal 20 Bhavalankars. So they're going to put about 50 different ornaments on her body. So she has 20 Bhavalankars, which are about 50 bracelets, chokers, earrings, this thing, that thing, everywhere. They're going to really deck her out. So Radharani is expert in all the arts, but she becomes mad when she hears Krishna's flute, so she wouldn't dress herself properly. Because if she's left to herself, when she hears the flute, she becomes Prem Pagalini. Prem Pagalini means a little crazy due to love. That's what love does to people. Love makes people a little crazy, hot-headed, cracked heart. So she would dress herself all upside down, helter-skelter, topsy-turvy. So it wouldn't be too successful. So she would put her hand ornaments on her feet, her foot ornament, her nupura on her hands, her ankle bells on her hands, her kinkini mala around her neck. She put her waist belts around her neck. That would be really interesting. And her neck ornaments on her waist. Instead of that, which is an amazing sight to behold, the Sakhis dressed Radharani, Prem Pagalini Radharani, who's mad with love for Krishna. They dress Radharani by sweetly speaking about Krishna. And this way, they keep Radharani calm enough so they can nicely decorate her with different excellent ornaments, garlands, perfumes, sari, and enchanting blouse, etc. She's so feverish and so excited. She just wants to run out of the house like a tornado, like a tufan. And Lady says, slow down, go down. Sit down, we'll tell you about Krishna, relax, you're almost there. We have to do a little more fixing up, you know. Okay. And they start speaking Harikata, Katamrita, nectar of Harikata. Radharani forgets her impatience becomes a little reduced. She becomes a little, slightly relaxed, not very much, but enough to sit still for 10 minutes and get dressed. So when you have 20 people dressing, it doesn't take long. It can be pretty fast action. 2 minutes you're dressed, 100 ornaments and all kinds of stuff. Garlands, ear ornaments, garlands in your hair, around your waist, around your forearms, on your wrists, all kinds of garlands everywhere. Everything is amazing. So they're decorating Radharani's ears with the earrings of Krishna Katha. There's a verse like that also in Bhagavatam, and also in Krishna Karamrita. And as they're decorating Radharani like this, they hold a big mirror, Bharadarpan, in front of Radharani and say, look how beautifully we decorated you. Shravani is overwhelmed when she sees her makeup and thinks to herself, even when I'm not this is what Radharani thinks, even when I'm not decorated, Krishna goes mad. What's going to happen to her now? Going to become absolutely mad. Radharani is like a raging river of love rushing to the chasing ocean of Krishna, meeting Krishna. She's being followed by thousands of Sakhis. Knowing that Vrindavaneshwari is coming to attend the Sweet Rasa festival, the natural scenery of Vrindavan extends its beauty. In other words, Vrindavan wants to do some seva. Vrindatavi Mata and Vrindavan Mahamrita, the same author, Prabhodananda Saraswatipad, has many shlokas in Sanskrit referring to Vrindavan as a mother. Vrindatavi Mata, the mother forest of Vrindavan. So anyone who lives here for some time, or any time, spend some time, month, 2, 3, hundreds of months, or lifetimes, you'll understand how Vrindavan is like a mother, nourishing him, forgiving him, supporting him, always listening to his whining and crying, and giving some solace and comfort. Vrindavan is a great mother, great, compassionate, sweet, kind mother, like all beautiful mothers. So Vrindavan says, oh, Rasa dance going on. Radharani's going to come right to decorate, have to have all night moving flowers ready, have to have all the night singing, birds to sing in the night, have to do my part to make the festival wonderful for Radharani. So that's Vrindavan is getting involved. Make the scenery of Vrindavan very beautiful, and the rays of full moon illuminate Vrindavan. Many flowers start blossoming and attracting sweetly buzzing bees. The pleasant sandal-scented Malayan breeze causes all the moving and non-moving creatures to shiver with joy upon feeling that wind was scented with sandal. The flowers floating in the Yamuna, Kalahara flowers and lotus flowers and lilies, they start blooming. And the moon rays dancing on the blue waves of Yamuna that float towards the ocean as if wanting to announce the sweet Abhisar, the love journey. So the waves dancing in Yamuna under the moonrise are like announcers that are going around with a rickshaw with a big loudspeaker. Krishna's coming for us, Krishna's coming for us. But it's all done in a very subtle way. They're announcing. This is Vrindavan Mata's way of announcing the arrival of Krishna and Radharani. And this way, the Braja Simantinis, these gopis, they come to Rasa Rasik for the Rasa festival, drawn by his seductive flute playing. But without Raseshri, Rasa dance cannot begin. So while Krishna waits for Radharani's arrival, Rasika Shekhar tortures the gopis. He's kind of like a little bit of a sadist now. He gets really nasty sometimes. So he plays with their emotions, which is not so good to do. He makes the gopis experience different emotions like anger at him, so on, by using different playful words. But they don't take it as play, that's an unfortunate thing. He shows indifference, contrary mood, disinterest. Why you came here? Swagatam, Saki Swagatam. Why you came here? You came to see a full moon dancing on the Yamuna? You came to smell the commodity flowers blossoming at night? Why you came? It's like, go home, it's not safe. He said Sumadyama, by the way, also. He said, Sumadya, girls with thin waists, which means this one word Sanskrit, which I said the other day, indicates everything that goes with it. Everything that goes with a thin waist, and everything else is not so thin. So Krishna says, oh, Sumadya, go home. And the gopis look at each other. He's telling us that he thinks we're very beautiful bodies, and he's a little lusting after our bodies, and at the same time he's telling us to go home. This guy's a trickster. He's a trickster. What to do? You have to tolerate this guy. The Rasa festival takes place for what reason? Why does the Rasa dance take place? Rasa dance happens so Krishna can relish Radhika's Madan Mahabhav. Madan Mahabhav Rasa Swadhan, which is the best ingredient for the entire event of Rasa Leela. Without Radhika's presence, the Rasa Leela cannot satisfy Krishna. Other gopis are push on. They nurse the Leela. Radharani. Radhika is the foundation of Rasa dance. Without her presence, everything is useless. Now her Sheshri arrives in the circle of Rasa dance with her intimate Sakhis, and Shama Sundar sees Radharani's splendorous body illuminate the Ras Mandal. There's no end to Ras Vihari's bliss. he respectfully brings Radharani inside the Rasa Mandal. Seeing this, the hearts of the Kingaris fill with pride of Radhika's honor. They see Radharani being honored by Krishna, and they fill with pride. That's our Swami, that's our Ishri, that's our Yuteshri, that's our Vrindavaneshri, Radharani. They feel very happy with that. So Anandas Babaji doesn't make any particular points. What is description of Leela, he's describing the essential, how Radharani's presence is absolutely essential for there to even be a rasa dance, and how Krishna purposely waits for her and stalls the beginning of rasa dance while waiting for her. There's a book here I have, this book by Sitanath Das about the sweetness of Braj. He likes some glorification of the rasa dance. What is this rasa dance and what is its significance in the Bhagavatam? So I'm going to read some of those passages just so we can appreciate how extraordinary is the Rasa Leela. There's 90 chapters in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. There's 355 chapters in the entire 12 cantos of Bhagavatam. But of the 90 chapters of the 10th canto, the 5 chapters of Rasa Panchadhyaya, chapter 10th canto, chapter 29 through 33, are the most exalted. These Rasa chapters describe the ultimate highest ras from the entire Bhagavatam. So you read the whole Bhagavatam from front to back, from first canto to 12th canto. You won't find any explanation of Bhagavan and the Bhaktas, Bhagavan Bhakta Prem Sambandha, in the relationship, loving dealings of all the Pandavas and Uddhava, and all the different devotees for Krishna. You won't find any leelas or exchanges of love that compare with this ultimate highest ras of the 10th canto, Rasa Leela. The Acharyas have therefore referred, there's 355 chapters, only these 5 chapters. What's the percentage? That's a pretty small percentage. 5 out of 355. It's like less than 0.11001%. So these 5 chapters, Rasa Panchadhyaya, they call it the Pancha Pran, the life heirs to the whole Bhagavatam. Because in Skanda Pran, it describes how the Srimad Bhagavatam is the Srupa of Krishna. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says the same point in Chaitanya Bhagavat when he glorifies the Srimad Bhagavatam. He says Krishna Srupa. He says the praying Srupa of Krishna is the Bhagavatam. So in the Skanda Pran, it describes that different cantos of Bhagavatam represent different parts of the transcendental body of Krishna. The first and second canto are Krishna's feet and up to his knees. And it goes like this. So the 10th canto is his smiling face, 11th canto is his mukut, and 12th canto is his peacock feather. That's on the top. So the 10th canto, the smiling face, is his face of Krishna, and the smiling face is Rasa Leela. In terms of body, comparing the body of Krishna with the cantos of Bhagavatam. This is Skanda Purana, Shloka, by Vyasadeva. So more about the glorious Rasa dance. There's no other Leela in the Bhagavatam which contains so much prem and selflessness as Rasa Leela does. As Rasa Leela describes the Samartha Rati of the gopis. Other parts of the Bhagavatam describe different types, degrees of intensity of loving attachment to Krishna. Some Manjasa Rati, Sadharani Rati, and different types of Rati. Priti Rati of different forms. So, moreover, the Rasa Leela is composed of the most complex and beautiful Sanskrit meters and poetry found the entire Bhagavatam. So the Kavya, and the Vyakaran, the Sanskrit Vyakaran, and Sahitya, the poetry of the Sanskrit, is incomparable to any other chapter of the Bhagavatam. Within Vaishnava traditions, there's many Vaishnavas in India. This is Vaishnavas worship Vishnu, Ram, etc., Hanuman, and Krishna, and Gopal, etc. Among Vaishnava traditions in India, they have all praised the Rasa as the crown jewel of all Krishna's Leelas. It's the essence of all Krishna's Leelas. Oftentimes people ask me, when they ask me, what's your favorite Leela of Krishna? I always say Rasa Leela. Can't be anything but that. Every Rasa is there, every type of bhav and prem that anyone could ever hanker for, desire, is revealed there. It's an expose of the pure theology and psychology of absolutely self-forgetful, pure love between Krishna and his devotees. Major Hindu traditions, this is by one professor, Garuda Das wrote an article, and this is an excerpt from that article. Professor Garuda Das says, his name is Graham Schweg, his birth name, Graham Schweg. Prabhupada gave him the name Garuda Das because he's carrying Krishna with his teaching and translation. Major Vaishnava Hindu traditions embrace the image of Rasa dance as the highest and most sacred revelation of boundless love in divine union. So Rasa dance is the most sacred revelation in all the whole body of Sanskrit literature of India that reveals a boundless love of divine union. A beautiful sentence. That's all. Just a little pitch for the Rasa dance. Read the Rasa dance, meditate on Rasa dance, practice to enter there. We have one member who's practicing entering Rasa dance. Everyone should practice like she does. Because one of the forms of dancing is called Tandra Nitya, there's Chakra Brahmana, there's different dances. Lasya is a ladies' dance. Tandra Nitya is a man dance, but sometimes the ladies dance pretty wild. The female Tandra Nitya, Tandri Nitya. So that's verse 113 of Radha Ras Sudhanidhi. Now, we're discussing in this class verses that we haven't done before over the last 10 years. So we're just going through and picking out all those verses. The next verse is further ahead here. 277. This is verse 118 of Sri Radha Ras Sudhanidhi. Radhapada Saroja Bhaktim Achalam Udviksha Nishkaitava. That's good. Krita Swam Bhajato P. Nirbara Mahaprem Adikam Sarvasha. Alingata Chumbati Swavalanat Tambulam Ashrayat Ashir Payat Kante Swam Vanamalikam Abhimama Nyasyet Kada Mohana. Translation. Well, Mohan, Krishna, seeing my sincere unshaken devotion for Radharani's lotus feet. Embrace me, and kiss me with more love than he even shows for his own devotees. And then at that time, Krishna will offer his chewed betel nuts from his mouth into mine and hang his garland of forest flowers around my neck. So this verse can be taken from two drishti koans, two angles of vision. This verse itself is describing Sekhi Bhav. Sekhi's interacting intimately with Krishna in the Mother Rati. But in the commentary, Manjari Babaji takes it from a different angle and it says it's describing a Manjari. So how does it pan out here? Manjari is getting pretty close to Krishna. It's Krishna Bhavanamrita, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. He steps out of character there and he describes some leelas. I think it's in Madan Leela, I think. Maybe Rachi Leela. That Krishna enters the kunja, and Manjari goes in there to make sure everything's ready for it. The love triads around Krishna. And then somehow or other the door of the kunja gets shut, and there's only inside the kunja there's three people there. One is Krishna, one is Manjari, one is Kandarpa. Kandarpa is Cupid. And then Krishna does what he does. He's a Nagar. He's a Lampat. So that is showing there, but you see what's the word for word also. Radhapada Sroja Bhakti. Radharani is, her feet are like Saroja means lotus flower. And Ashram, seeing, he said, I want to see these lotus feet. The devotee wants to see these lotus feet without cessation. Nishkaitava. There's no cheating, free from cheating. That's interesting how it fits in. That means seeing my devotion. So this is interesting qualification for the sadhaka. When we see my devotion, what kind of devotion I have? Nishkaitava. There's a lot of cheating type people dressed as devotees. They're chalak and they're kaitav. They're fickle, restless, and cheaters. So the Manjari, the prayer who's praying, the sadhaka who's praying to Krishna, I'm not one of them. So count me out. I'm not a cheater. I'm not chanchal. I'm steady. Achalam, seeing I'm achalam, seeing I'm not unsteady, I'm unshaken, and seeing I'm free from cheating. Priti, he says, Priti swam bhajato nirbhara mahaprem. I'm a devotee, I'm doing bhajan with great confidence. Nirbhara means great confidence, to attain that excessively beautiful prem, mahapremadi. So then, what do I want to see? I want to experience the lingata, prema lingata, loving embrace of Krishna, and all this. Chumbati means kisses, and vadan means face, etc. Kante, have your arms around my neck, etc. Forest garland. So that's it. So let's read the commentary. This commentary not thus presents this verse as an indication of an examination. Will you pass the exam? It's a tough one. Tough. The odds are stacked against you. You have to really study, really be prepared for this eventful moment. Sripad has a spiritual vision, sitting in a sweet Nikunjavan in his Kinkri Sru. She's stringing a mala in the Kunja Kutir, and Krishna comes there, thinking to himself, aha, how sweet is this mood of this Manjari. These Manjaris don't know anything else but Radharani's service. They don't care about my bodily company, which is coveted and desired by all women of the universe, because Manjaris are exclusively dedicated to Radhika's lotus feet. Krishna is very charmed by all this attitude of the Manjaris. So he comes before the Manjari to give the examination. He's giving the examination paper now. Get out your pen. And he says, hey Shaki, this is a very lonely place here. And I'm greatly afflicted by lusty desires. Why don't you come and enjoy with me in this kunj and make your life sartak, make your life successful? Hearing Sham's words was a Manjari, how she passed the examination. Okay, TK, Karo. The maid servant said, O Nagaraj, king of lovers, surely your bodily association is desired by all the women of the world. But we Sakhi Manjaris get much more anand from seeing you enjoy with Radharani and from serving you both after and during your pastime. More pleasure than we would get from personally associating with you. Therefore I pray that you will always keep me immersed in the nectarine ocean of your seva, and you always allow me to witness the sweetness of your union with Swamini. In other words, the answer is no. No thanks. Return to sender. So, Naga replies, Sakhi, you will surely have those desires fulfilled in some time. But even those who enjoy a greater pleasure are interested in different kinds of enjoyment. Krishna says, yeah, I understand you get more pleasure from serving Radharani, but there's other pleasures also. This is a lonely place. Nobody will find out. I'm also very much suffering out of separation from Radha. But you, our mates, are not different from her. Therefore, make me happy with your bodily company. The king replies, Nagaraj, I have offered this body to Radharani, her lotus feet. I can give you my life if that makes you happy, but I cannot give you my body. Come along, I'll soothe your pain of separation by helping you quickly meet Radhika. Mason and pass the examination. Jai Ho. Vijay Manjari ki jai. The Manjari holds Shama Sundar's hand and takes her to Radha's kunj. Just imagine how that would feel. That's what we're supposed to visualize and imagine. Shama Sundar is so pleased with the sincere and unshaken Achala and Nishkaita devotion of Radharani's maidservant that she loves them, he loves them even more than his own devotees. So you'll pass the examination, you'll win Krishna's heart more if you surrender to his incitements, his whims. Chancho man. When the maidservant brings Radha and Krishna together, Shyamasundar tells Radhika, Radhe, I almost lost my way when I was coming to meet you, because I was overwhelmed by feelings of separation from you. But this maidservant helped me find your kunj. What a wonderful service she has rendered to us. I'd like to give her some reward. Any reward you think is fitting, tell me, what should I give her? Srimati Radharani is very pleased with her Manjari, so she wants to show her Sakhis the greatness, wants to show her Sakhis, like Lalita and Shaka, the greatness of her Manjaris, maidservants, like Rupa Manjari and Tulsi Manjari. Radharani says, Mohan, all the beautiful Sakhis of Braj are desiring you today, but I want you to especially reward this Manjari by kissing her and embracing her. That's Radharani Agya, Sakhi Agya, Guru, Param Guru Sakhi Agya, Supreme Sakhi Guru, Krishna, embrace Krishna, yes. That's interesting, huh? So, what happens? So, I want you to reward the maidservant by kissing her and embracing her. Accepting Radharani's request, Nagara begins to kiss and embrace the maidservant with great love. Although Krishna is Atma Ram, self-satisfied, he reciprocates with the love of his devotees. And for this reason, he enjoys all kinds of pastimes with them. The gopis' love for Krishna is the greatest, therefore he plays most intimate pastimes with them in particular. So there's different degrees of intimacy of Krishna's love, which he shares with the devotees. With the Sakhis, he gives all his love. With the Manjaris, he gives 95%. He holds back a little bit because they don't want 100%. So that's very interesting. So now the loyalty of the Manjaris is described. The Manjari's loving devotion is described as nishkaita, with it free from any cheating propensity. It's as pure as molten gold. So here's an opportunity for a Manjari to cheat on her loyalty to Radharani. She's a loyal, chaste servant of Radharani. Krishna tried to seduce the Manjari, and she said, later, Jack. No thanks. Not today, not tomorrow. To book an appointment with Radharani. So Krishna begins to embrace Maidservant, and she protests and rebels by saying, no, no, and runs away. Good Manjari. How happy Radha and Krishna are to see the pure mood of the Manjari. Srimati then tells Shyam, listen, put some of your true bale nuts into the Manjari's mouth. When Shyam wants to do this by force, Maidservant closes her mouth and runs away. Why? Why did the Maidservant refuse the Mahaprasad, tumble prasad from Krishna?
This will only take Mahaprasad. Radha Ras.
Correct. Seva. Manjaris only eat the remnants of Radharani because she has to purify it first. Because Krishna's remnants are Uchishta, and it becomes, of course, it's nectar also. It's Adara Amritam, nectar of his lips. But the Manjaris prefer the nectar of Radharani's lips, and also in Radha Ras Sudhanidhi, there's verses describe Radharani kissed the Manjari and passed her tumble from her mouth into the mouth of Manjari's. So the Manjari's rather that they want the kiss of Radharani over the kiss of Krishna. Krishna doesn't like that. He feels jealous. That's the way he is. So she runs away, and she will not accept anything but Krishna, Radharani's prasadi. This is her nishta, this is her son called, this is her vow. Next, Swami tells Sham to take his garland of forest flowers, his vanamala, off and hang it around the Maidservant's neck. But when he tries to do that, Maidservant puts her hands on her head to stop him from hanging his prasadi mala around her neck. Why? Because Radharani only accepts the remnants of Radharani's prasad. Krishna can wear it first. I'll take your mala, but first he gives Radharani. That's her pure attitude of loyalty. The fortunate Manjari has passed the test. That's nice. This time. Sometimes Krishna doesn't give up to trying either. You're waiting for that right combination of Kalidation and Patra, right proper nakshatra, right rising sign, lunar lagna, then he'll try again. When he doesn't succeed with the Manjaris, he goes to Madamangal. So Madamangal, can you do some Jyotishi calculations? I'm trying to catch this Manjari. What's a favorable day? Oh, Friday. She'll be in Venus will be passing over her 10th house. That's a good time to seduce her. Okay, thank you. That Friday comes along. I don't know the outcome of that. Never see it. Here's another translation of verse 118. This title of this verse is Krishna's loving treatment of Radhika's unflinching maidservant. That's really good. Manjari prays, seeing my devotion to the lotus feet of Radharani, immovable, unalloyed, free from deceptive cheating, charmed with a love unlimitedly more than Krishna feels, even for his own devotees, Krishna starts embracing, kissing, and offering me a shoe nuts for his own mouth. And he puts his Manamala around my neck. Oh when will that most enchanting Mohan behave like this? So Prabhodananda Saraswati is in Sakhi Bhav here, this Sanskrit, but Nathas takes it as an examination of the Manjaris. Because Gorganda Shivika Kavikarnapur says the eternal identity of Prabhodananda Saraswati is Tungavidya Sakhi, who has Rati Vilas with Krishna, she's Vilasa Sakhi. So there are many Tungavidya Sakhis. There are many, Babaji Sadhavani, they say that Prabhodananda Saraswati is Rakeshwara Pandit. So, whatever, different ideas. It can be different people with the same name also. There's no limitation, no limitation in that realm. Because there's many unlimited spiritual realms, unlimited Rupa Manjaris, unlimited the latest Sakhis, Radharani. And so it's like that. That was 118. The Manjari passed examination. When will Radharani examine you? That's the question. So that Manjari thinks Radharani is examining it. Right in her personal presence, she's directing Krishna to rape me. Interesting team effort here. Text 120 tomorrow. Jai Jai Sri Radhe.